Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships Toxic Tuesdays, the days where we get extremely toxic. And if you got a sensitive stomach, it almost kind of rhyme a little bit. Then this is not the channel for you. But salutes to you guys, man. This is your boy M3, got the sophisticated jerk, and we got Stan Joseph in the building.
Man, when are y'all not toxic? I think y'all could be talking about like education reform and y'all gonna get toxic.
I'm innocent.
I think, Stan, you might be the worst one, man.
Hey, it's always the innocent ones that's the most toxic, right? You know? But, we get extra toxic in here, man, on Tuesdays. So, y'all better deal with it. But, man, we got something good tonight, man. And, this is another reaction to the Pop the Balloon series. But in this place, it's going to be called Love Mountain Edition. I'm assuming Love Mountain must be like a city somewhere. So somewhere out of nowhere.
Yeah, it sound like but from what I seen, man, definitely looked a lot better than Indianapolis. I could admit that. Like looked like they had some decent people come out there. It looked like a whole series because I seen like multiple shows. So yeah, we might have to review some of those because that Indianapolis one
edition.
What was that?
That was the BBW edition.
Nah, I saw another one from Indianapolis, and them dudes was coming out looking a little sweet. They had like a lineup of dudes come out there, and they was flip wrist. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they came out there, and I shut that shit off quick. I was like, click, like, yeah, nah.
I mean, the one that we saw on Sunday. There's like the last guy rumored to have 16 kids.
Who?
Yeah, on that one, the one that was Minneapolis, that was like guy number 6. We only saw the first 3, but there was 3 more afterwards. And that last one, he had like 16 kids.
Yeah, we might have to go back and watch that. What's up, Uncle Fatty?
Yeah, salutes to Uncle Fatty in the building. So thank you for being one of the first to tune in. And also salutes to Sonny from Tell the People with Sonny. I thought it was normally Don't Tell the People, but I think she changed her IG to Tell the People with Sonny. She's on IG right now, so salutes to you. Yeah, I mean that last show was so bad. I had to change the name to High Calorie and Hood. So
love too.
Yeah, but not from around here though. That was I think we showed two love, man.
Area one, we also had High Calorie on the Bay Area one.
Yeah, the Bay, y'all definitely pulled some heavyweights out there. I was disappointed in that one. I was like, the Bay gonna be fire. They got some y'all got some chicks out there. That's why I was like, okay, the Bay gonna rep.
When you're
but that lineup,
yeah, that was the Ratchet edition.
When your hobby reads foodie,
yeah, they must have purposely went around the Bay and was like, look, nah, get the fuck out of here. You look too good for this one. Whoever's doing the recruiting on that one, it was like, look, I'm sorry, you're a solid 8. We need some it was like, look, we need some 4s and some 3s.
Oh. We live here, SJ. We live here.
And they had a nerve to do that in a Chinese restaurant. Like the irony in that. Now, didn't it look like an old Chinese restaurant or a Mexican restaurant? They did do it.
Yeah, I thought it was a Mexican restaurant, but you're right.
See.
It was
Them chicks was up there hungry.
That was like a fraction of Eastmont Mall. You never know though. I won't be surprised if they went that hood with it.
You know that was not Eastmont Mall.
So what's up with that mall? What, Eastmont?
It's not even a mall, number one. It's not even a mall. And you don't want to go.
No, I'm saying, what is it, a swap meet? Y'all be doing swap meets out there, right?
It was mall like 20 years ago or 30 years ago. It's now, I don't know what it is now, but when you hear somebody's going to take you there, they're not taking you to a mall. So get back in your car and run.
Oh, so you said that's a setup. That's a jukes. They you about to get lined up.
Like Hilltop Mall. There's no more Hilltop Mall.
Hey, but hold on. What's the name again?
Eastmont Mall.
Eastmont? You said Mont? Let me look this up, man. Let me
Hilltop Mall.
Let me see what y'all talking about.
Those are two malls you don't go to. Hilltop and Eastmont. That's like when you hear someone say they're gonna take you there.
Damn, that shit came up quick. I typed it in. I typed it in wrong, but it pulled up. Let me see. Yeah,
that mall was
that shit looked like a gas station / mall. Like
it was a mall. It's not a mall anymore. But
hey, I won't be surprised if they build that up to like a future prison facility.
Damn, is that bad?
Yeah, almost everywhere in Oakland is kind of like a little out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all got some super gangsters in Cali, boy. That shit a culture out there.
Yeah, just on in certain parts though.
Yeah, pull that up.
Right, the worst perpetrators come from the suburbs. It's like your parents have jobs and you get your food from Costco 24/7. Why are you in the hood? You got a Tesla. Why are you here?
So that's it right there.
Yeah.
Okay, man, that's decent, man. What y'all talking about?
It's not a mall. Don't go inside. It's not a mall.
Man, got Town Center on there, man. Eastmont, you know, in big red capital letters, man. This look peaceful. Bush, they got the little shrub in the front. You know, y'all. Why you downplaying your hometown, man? What's wrong with y'all, man? Why ain't y'all repping?
Yeah, somebody was at the counter talking
what you see is not what you
to a
get.
clerk, and that clerk had to smack him with a full phone book.
Y'all wildin', man. Y'all supposed to be repping this, man. Like, click on the next photo. I see Dame up in a.
Somebody was talking smack to a clerk, and she had to smack him with a 500-page phone book.
Look at it, all clean. No loitering around here. No trash out here. Y'all bullshitting.
There you go. Somebody said it. It's a setup spot. See?
Yeah, that's damn right.
I think y'all tripping, man. I think y'all don't want nobody coming around y'all vicinity. This is probably peaceful, man. The ratio of females is probably like 7 to 1 guy. So I think y'all might just be cock blocking on some real shit.
Don't want those females.
You know, I'll let the OG speak on our behalf because you know he's been around this earth a little bit longer, or a lot longer than I have. So he could.
Dame be lying too, man. I don't want to hear no lies, man. Eastmont look like a peaceful place. The trash ain't nowhere
set up. This is how old is this picture?
You said this picture from like 1983 and shit.
Exactly. This is trying to sell it to the city.
Now click on the next one. Just go right.
Oops. Oh.
Look at this. Shout out to Eastmont.
Man, I'm telling you, dude. There's a police station right next to the McDonald's behind it, and it still gets hella. These stores still robbing people inside the stores. They don't even care that the police station is right behind it.
Oh, okay. They got the Burlington right there. Yeah, nah.
You know it's bad.
That's right. That's not even open. Hold on, let me see.
You already closed it already? That Burlington.
Yeah, Eastmont's been closed.
Yeah.
Hilltop's closed. Eastmont closed. Hilltop is abandoned.
The Burlington, that's closed too?
Everything is closed.
No,
it's like 4 stores in Eastmont Mall.
But that part's not even open. That's like Oxnard, California, wherever that's located. Yeah.
Eastmont is all bad.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? It's been a while.
What's up, man? Doing pretty good. Listen to SJ talking about he want to go visit East Oakland.
Who?
I ain't say all that shit.
Man, I used to work in East Oakland. I had to go, I used to work in East Oakland, right? And then, we had to go across the street to help out some clients, right? This woman came up to me. She's like, you know what? You look like my 4th baby daddy, but he's dead. But I miss him. And you a sign. I'm like, yo no hablo inglés. Yo no hablo inglés. Yo decía, yo hablo aquí.
Yeah, this definitely hood as shit. Anytime you got a DD discounts and you got an H&R block in any like plaza, that shit ghetto.
And H&R is like mad temporary. It's there during tax season and they don't see it no more.
Yeah, they close that shit quick.
It's like the spirit store for Halloween.
They still have DD's in Oakland, like around that area, because I'm for sure they probably shut that down too.
I ain't been around in Oakland in years, so I don't know. I think that's going to.
Yeah, I just go to the airport and I'm done.
Right.
Yeah. But all right,
And
we
I
could go
think
ahead and pull
the-
up the video. Yeah, I wanted to check out the Bay real quick, check out the scenery. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like traveling around the Bay Area, visit Eastmont.
There you go.
Eastmont of Daly City. That's where you want to go to. Go
Like
to
you
Daly
can do,
City.
like if you're looking for an action-packed adventure, if you tired of bungee jumping and then skydiving, walk down to Eastmont Mall with a nice watch on.
Damn,
Okay. And a Tesla.
You might
drive around
you
in
might
a
lose a hand.
yeah, y'all better stay away. Where's the white part they could go to? Y'all better stop playing.
You stay
That
on
is the white-
Piedmont. There you go.
That's the white part. You have to get through it to get to the white part.
Oh, okay,
Man.
damn, shit.
Up the hill.
I was not to watch. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead, man. We're gonna go ahead and continue this video. Well, I mean, play the video. I meant. All right, so.
So, Dame, I know you sent us the smaller clip, but I was just like, hey, let's go ahead and play it about. Just point out when we get to that section that you want us to highlight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, for sure. All right, as always, this is always going to be in fair use. So let's go ahead and we're going to continue to play this.
All right, let's bring out our next single lady. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, can you give us your name, your age, and your occupation?
Real quick, right? Because I know we're not going to be rating these dudes or whatever, right?
Yeah, we ain't doing the dudes,
Yeah.
homie. I'll drop.
So can we just personally just rate her, just give her like a 1 to 10?
Okay.
She's pretty bad. She's pretty fine. She's pretty good looking.
Yeah, that's solid. A 7.5
7.
for me.
7. Yeah, you solid 7.
I give
She's
her like
probably a 6 underneath all that, and then she adjusted herself up to a 7, realistically.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about because with the makeup and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, she came out correct, and I probably gave her a little boost because we did just watch that Indianapolis one.
So anything is better.
Right.
14.
I gave her like a 0.5 boost. So yeah, I say 7.5, man.
I give her an 8.
Damn.
I'm
Okay.
gonna give her like a oh, I'm sorry, what's that, Stan?
That's why I give her an 8.
I'll give her an 8.5, only because okay, if she was looking like that without the makeup, she would be like a solid 9 or 9.5. But I had to take at least a couple of points away because she has a good symmetric on her body, but it's right around the hip areas. It's a little flat, and I need it to be a little bit more curvy. So if it was just a little bit more curvy and the backside was poking out just a little bit more, then I would probably give her a 10, and then probably 7.
Y'all be giving these chicks Beyonce ratings.
Yeah,
M3.
exactly. Old Marlon contract ratings.
I know, but M3, you think Latinas, they like a rectangular by nature.
Yeah.
They're a what?
You're a pretty girl.
Rectangular by nature.
She's
So
cute. Yeah,
like
she's cute, but
you're
like 10.
Latinas.
You stretch
So
it.
you can't give her you can't say that about her body.
Yeah, I can. And most of the Latinos that I interact with, they're a little curvy too.
M3, who do you think is better looking, the host or this lady that's about to choose?
I was gonna get to that as well. I can't really see up close, but I would say right now, probably the dark skinned one looks a little bit better than the host. Unless if I see them both up close, then I might change my stance.
I'll say the
But
host.
they both look fine to me though, for real. I'll give
I say the
a
host, man. I give the host a little bit more. I put the host above the other one.
The host.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What
What's
up,
good, Conrad?
Salute
What's up,
to you.
Conrad?
All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna continue.
I'm Tiara. I'm 33, retired military, currently finishing a PhD in psychiatry.
Okay. All right, you have no pop balloons.
Okay.
That's the
Okay,
one.
you have
There's
one
one.
pop balloon. There you go. All right, your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Jonathan Johnson. I'm 32, owner of Jack of All Trades Incorporated and a first responder.
Okay.
Hold
and
on,
Jonathan,
hit
why'd you
pause
like
real quick.
Okay.
Why y'all think he popped?
Because he tall. Look at his height difference. He gonna make him some reason, but he's gonna be insecure about the height difference probably.
Nah, that's what I was figuring. Yeah, I was like, yeah, he was like, look, that's a tall drink of water. So he was nervous. I saw it, but yeah, he gonna make an excuse. So.
Yeah. Did you see how he like had to come up with some prestigious title? He couldn't say he was a first responder paramedic. He was like, I'm a blah 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 jack of all trades and international blah blah blah. First, I'm like, nigga, you a paramedic? Just say it.
He said he EMT and shit.
It was a PhD. It was a PhD that scared him.
Oh, that too.
Probably, but sure. I mean, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be intimidated. I'd be like, damn, okay, enamored at least. But hey, to each their own, man.
Ballon.
You're tall.
Oh, okay. Damn, he went straight for it. He ain't try to sugarcoat it or nothing.
But she can get folded up.
She's probably average height. He's just short.
No, she's tall. This is a tall woman. This is a 5'9" woman.
Yeah, she about 5. She's taller.
Okay.
Yeah, but tall women can be folded up. That's what they're there for.
You got to walk down the street with her, and he got to become. He ain't secure enough and all that to be walking down the street with a woman. You know what? He 5'5" or something.
He's like probably like 5'5", 5'6", something like that.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
No, she about to say something.
Now looking at the host and her like together, I'll still be fair though. I'll give them both like a well, damn, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I want to give the host like a 9, but I'm gonna give them both like 8.5. You know, for now that is.
Okay.
I know.
But military.
Oh.
Yeah, I got relatives that had military women, and you guys are not nice when you're mad. So.
He just coming off all kinds of scary. Don't the height, and she feared he's scared. He gonna beat her up. He gonna beat him up. That's what she's like. You gonna get mad? Give me a whooping.
I just don't want to feel like further emasculated. So I mean, whatever. But
he ain't trying to go out like Norbert.
Yeah.
I mean, he already said the height thing in the beginning, so he should have just left it at that, you know. But now he's starting to sound foolish. Yeah, he's starting to just throw anything out there.
Yeah, you shouldn't even be up there, man. If you can't really handle like a tall, strong-looking black woman that's from the military. Anyways, we'll go ahead and continue.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9" without heels, about 6'2" in heels.
Oh, I mean, shoot. I thought she was taller than that.
No.
Okay, now is he your type?
He is shorter than me, so I normally don't date people who are shorter than me, but you are handsome and you're very well-rounded.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
That was a nice letdown.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you short bastard.
Okay, let's find out why he popped this balloon. Your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name's Emmanuel, 32. I'm a clothing brand owner, and I do custom shoes on the side.
Okay, and now why did you pop your balloon?
She's beautiful. Honestly, she's just not my type. I prefer thick women. She's tall, beautiful, black, gorgeous, but that's just me.
I appreciate a preference. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right. Okay, now is he your type?
I mean, there's plenty of like thick women in Indianapolis, so
you're in the wrong state.
He go to Indianapolis. He gonna feast out there.
Right. Have a whole buffet out there. All right.
He's handsome, yeah. And he seems very well put together. Yeah.
Okay.
She's nice as hell.
She is, man. Yeah.
You have 4 unpopped balloons. You may ask them a question.
How old are you guys and what do you do?
Let's start with you, Akeem.
I'm 31. I'm a personal trainer, wellness coach, nutritionist, all that.
And your name?
Oh, Akeem Gucci on Instagram.
Okay.
Akeem Gucci.
Yeah.
My name is Carlson. I'm 29. I'm an entrepreneur. I rent Airbnbs. I also rent out luxury cars. And I'm also an event curator. So I have a team that we do events and stuff, lavish experience. And then I'm also former military as well.
What part?
Marines.
What are you?
I'm Navy. Little brother.
Yeah, brother.
Okay.
She was ready to leave.
Renee, 32 years old, firefighter and a personal trainer as well.
Nice. Okay, firefighters, serving your community.
That's it. Of course.
Absolutely.
Called him little brother.
Yeah.
My name's
Like
Mac.
that.
I'm 38, and I'm owner of my own company. It's a multi-service company. I'm also a contractor and a truck driver.
Okay, nice. My dad was a truck driver. Kudos.
Thank you.
All right. Pop, you did. All right, we heard your balloon pop. So why did you pop your balloon?
The only reason I popped my balloon is because when you were walking away, you said something about brother. I didn't know if you were referring to me like a brother or something.
The Marines are like the little brothers to the Navy. Like, we take care of you guys. We take you everywhere. Like, that's what I meant by that. Like, when you said Marine, it was like, hoorah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
You popped your balloon because of that?
My apologies.
It's all good. It's all good. It's
Damn,
all
you're so
good.
weak. Sensitive.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Did you want it back?
Nah, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, he don't want to date no woman 5'9".
Okay, so you have 3 unpopped balloons. That's the tough part. You got to pop one.
It's gonna be one of the
Can I
two
ask
at the
one
end.
question before I pop? Do any of you have kids?
No. No kids.
Yeah, you know the dude at the end got kids. Yeah, exactly. Pop the balloon.
I just don't have any.
Okay, for the 2 remaining gentlemen, you can ask her a question.
What made you join the services?
At the time, I was going through like a real tough part in my life, like with my family. And so I joined to like help out my family and to get us back on our feet.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
I would have popped my balloon.
That is the part.
If your ex was in the room, what would he say the most difficult thing is to dealing with you?
That's a good question.
He probably wouldn't say much because he's not a top.
I'm sorry, I kind of missed that last part. What did he say about her ex?
What would your ex say is the most difficult thing to deal about you?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that was a good one.
Could have died. However, he would probably say my silence.
Silence.
Yeah.
Explain that.
So I feel like I shouldn't have to say something too many times, and then not in like a negative way or like a disrespectful way, but if I bring it to your attention and then you do nothing about it, then I'm gonna get silent.
Okay.
Hit the pause button.
All right. Yeah, Wally, that was a question from like a high value man. Sound like.
So, Dame, what do you kind of think about her response to that one? You silence.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those where it's just like she's coming off as one of those people that kind of is like, I think dudes probably do her kind of dirty, like, because she seemed like she would just shut down if somebody like yelled out at her or something like that. She don't seem like she's like that. She's gonna be like in your face or whatever. And she's explaining a lot of stuff. Like, she feel like she has to explain herself a lot. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
silence is always, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no. She could cuss you out, but silence too. That could be scary sometimes. Motherfucker just sitting there silent, you know, blinking and stuff. You be like, hey, am I safe? You know. Like, hey, can we like have a dialogue? Like, look, let's talk this out. I need a little bit of communication. I ain't talking about kissing each other out. What was that?
That's not a bad thing. I do the same thing too. That's not. Look, if I talk to you, you're not getting it, then I'm like, I internalize it, like maybe it's me. And it's something I need to do. I'm not gonna talk about it no more. I'll just go ahead and just do it. And not bring it up.
Yeah, but Stan, like those are like the types like that be plotting, man, in the future. And they'll try to mess your whole entire life up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's like they plotting.
Yeah, I don't know about the. Like I said, I want a respectful dialogue. I don't know about no silence. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna get you when you sleep. Nah, let's discuss this. I want healthy communication. But I do agree with Dame. I think she does do a lot of explaining. Like she almost knows like some things might sound bad, so she's doing a good job like redirecting stuff if it sounds terrible. So she's pretty polished. She's probably listening to Red Pill Spaces and shit. She probably got Kevin Samuel playlist. Like shit, I can't say this. They're gonna take it like this.
Right.
Right, we could get back here. I just wanted to get that take, see what y'all thought.
All right, for sure.
Okay. Okay, now you have to pop one balloon. Or do you have another question?
I do have.
Okay,
another
go
question.
for it. That's fine.
What's your religion and your walk, and like your religion?
My religion is Christianity, very spiritual. So I believe in the word. I follow the word, pray every day and everything. Do a lot of situations. That's it right there. Just Christianity. I'm very strong in the word, real heavy in the Bible. Right.
Real rooted.
Yeah, real rooted.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause real quick. Okay, so this is like pagan advice for you heathen. Anytime when any woman, I don't care if she's Latina, black, white, whatever, if they ask you, what's your religion? Who do you believe in? Just say you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, and just say he's my savior and all this other stuff and all that. You know, even though I do believe in him.
What if you don't?
We say?
What if you don't? Because you're gonna set expectations. She's gonna be going to church with her. You're gonna be hating every second of it.
Well, you know, women like to hear lies. So it's like, you know, if you could,
women like to hear that.
If you're a heathen, right? You know, if you're that type of dude, like a scumbag, and you don't mind lying to him, you really want that woman so bad temporarily. You know, that's the easiest.
You said temporarily.
Do not follow this advice because you end up in missing football on some bullshit.
But no, I'm sorry, guys. Like again, you know, but that's just what they want to hear. They just want to hear you say that you believe in God. They don't care if you slaying dope or whatever. They just want to hear you say that.
So Stan, how would you answer this as a former cult member of the church?
Why do you ask? So you could hit me up with some verses? Cause that's why I asked her, because I'm like, what does that concern you?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times women want to know this so they can control you with some Bible verses. It's gonna be a Pokemon fight. Proverbs, blah blah blah. Well, Psalms 32:16, Ephesians, blah blah blah. Well, 2 Peter's, blah. No, I just.
She gonna be like this with Stan's balloon. She'd be like,
no, I would pop the balloon myself. The minute you ask for that, pop. I just will pop. I would just pop.
Most women just want to know you're gonna go to her on like a church. If she go to church on like an Easter Sunday, you're gonna be there and what have. All you gotta do is say if you feel this way, just say, you know, I have a relationship with God. I do believe in a higher power, but I'm just not a religious guy that goes to church regularly. You can say that. That way, she's not expecting you to go to church on a regular. She's just like, okay, there's something going on. If she's, because then she can even be like, okay, maybe in her mind she's like, okay, we can go to church. Well, he'll go to church with me, but he ain't gonna be like there every Sunday if I'm at there every Sunday or whatever.
I'm at right now, D. I want no Christian girlfriends. I need a voodoo priestess or a witch. That's where I'm at.
And you need
girls. I need a detox.
What was you saying, M3?
No, I was just gonna reply to what Dane was saying. I'm like, look, you know what a woman really is gonna think is that, okay, like he got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, so I could be the one to change him. And she's going to be heavily invested in trying to save your soul, get you baptized, get you to church. Look, it starts off with one Sunday. It starts off with like one visitation, like a month. Then it gradually comes from like two Sundays, like a month. And then next thing you know, you get dipped in, and then you start talking some more. Then she started reading the Bible to you. Then she starts like, you know, preaching. And then next thing you know, You're a member of the church.
I don't know, but shit, like I'd love to hear what she say, like what her thing is. If she's like, I'd have to gauge from what she say. Like if she's saying, "Hey, I go every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Tuesday," you know, what you call it, then I'd be like, you ain't the one for me. You're just
I'm popping my balloon at that point. But we can get to it. I want to see what she says if they ask her.
As of last year, I actually converted to Islam, so I'm Muslim. I definitely want to raise my family, my kids Muslim. I was Christian prior to that, but I've made that transition, so I'm Muslim at the moment.
Okay. All righty. Do you guys want to ask questions?
Is this the question?
Let's see. What's the most amount of money you've ever spent on a man that you were involved with?
On a man that I'm involved with?
Nothing.
If I'm being honest, if a man that I'm involved with, there is no limit. If I love you, I love you. And I'm going above and beyond. There is no limit.
Okay. In the past, like just off the top of your head, ballpark.
Figure? $2,000 on a watch.
Damn.
Why?
So my reason for asking that question is because I'm very unselfish. The women that I've dealt with that I know like me have a unselfish and just a very giving nature. So that number, I don't know the relationship, the extent of the relationship, but I know women have spent money on and what they've spent money on and how much when they really, really care about somebody.
Yeah, it can go higher than that. It's not, that's what I said. I don't really put a price on it because it can go higher. However, that particular guy, we were dating for like not even a year yet. So it was just kind of like, I'm going to get you something because yes, we're dating.
Okay.
Yes, we're continuing. We're trying to figure out where we're going. And so I don't want to go too far if we're not too far.
Right. So that's
Pause it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now this is what I sent Jerk, man. Okay. This is the most bitch-made question I've ever heard come out of a man's mouth on one of these shows. I mean, and there's two things going on. There's like the Uno reverse where he wants to be the bad bitch and she wants to be the spoiler, like I'm the boss, like the baller, because she's trying to justify something she spent on the dude that she was dating. It was $2,000, and he was like, boom, that's not enough. I mean, like, have men really switched up and like lost the desire? Like dudes like this, because I'm willing to bet looks like he's in shape. He probably works out, and he's probably dealt with it. Like he probably has no problem getting women or whatever. Is he one of those dudes? The dude's like, okay, I want to be the bad bitch in the situation. I want to be taken care of. I want somebody to drop bags and stacks on me consistently. I'm generous, so you got to spend. He's like, when he in that whole like, I know what women spend on things shit was just like, dude, just like, but and he just think like he's established no value, and it's just like, so he expect a woman off rip to spend $2,000, more than $2,000 on him, you know?
Yeah,
it's just astounding to me that man, and he's a Q too. I'm like, well, come on, man, your brother should probably be stomping you into the ground. Shit like that.
What?
Yeah, so when he asked that question, I was thinking he was probably trying to veer around to knowing like, okay, does she have any bad spending habits? Which maybe an upfront question should have been more like, okay, how do you manage your money? If that was the case. But if you popped your balloon because of the answer that she gave you, that she spent, well, first of all, $2,000 for a watch for a dude. I mean, personally, I would probably be upset. Like if someone, I would appreciate it, but I would be upset at the same time because those are things that I don't really value. And I feel like you could do better with your money as far as putting that $2,000 to invest into something that's going to be a return for you or for both of us. I don't need a lot of material things, but if he's bitching about her like spending like extra money for some dude and it's not enough for him. That's the part where I'm kind of confused at.
Yeah, dude, don't try to say him. He's a bad bitch. He is. He wants. That's what I'm saying. Bad chicks think dude's supposed to drop money on them. I guess he thinks I'm a bad chick, and women need to spend on me. That whole pay like you weigh kind of situation. It's just one of those things. Like that was a question designed to see if she will drop a bag. That's it. It don't matter. Like what he does, how he tried to justify it was like I'm a generous kind of guy, and so what? Like what is the most you spend on a woman? You know, and it's just like it's one of those things where I was just like, when I saw this clip, my boy actually sent it to me. I was like, dude, this is some. I was like, is this the state of how dudes' minds works nowadays? Yeah. And she is doing what dudes do, try to justify it. I'm looking at, they could switch places, you know, because she is trying to justify and trying to like, oh no, I'll spend more on my dude's been doing that for centuries. Oh, I'll spend more on a girl. I bought her a Gucci bag. Yeah, I'll take her out. I'll pay for this and that and the other. That's what she's trying to do to try to show that, trying to prove her value to him. You know, that she's more than willing to do that. She's trying to explain herself. I'm like, you don't got to explain spending $2,000 on a dude that you was dating to a dude who just asked you, who popped a balloon because it wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm. But because I agree with Dame because it's the way he phrased it. See, I'm about reciprocation of like taking care of each other, but it's like, man, you don't put a price tag on it because it's supposed to be where, like, for example, like if I was sitting here and I'm trying to get in somebody's head, I'm like, you know, how do you kind of M3? You was kind of going there a little bit where it's just like, man, how do you, you know, plan for the future? Like, what are some things like retirement or something like that? If you want to dig deep and stuff, but to sit there and be like, what's the highest amount you spent on a guy? And then, you know, she gives a pretty high number. Like, you know, you pop your balloon. Nah, I think he was trying to be that dude. Like, you know, I got it like that. Yeah. You know, that type of persona and stuff. So, yeah, it's corny, man. This is a dude, I'll say, without game. He might be able to pull chicks, but he messes with like low quality joints if that's the case. Because it's like, why the fuck would you ask a question like that? It's irrelevant. Like,
so most unmasculine question I've ever heard on this show, on one of these shows, dude. It's just like, what does that matter?
But
yeah, it's like, oh, go ahead, Stan.
But it worked. You see, unlike the rest of the guys on the panel, I think she actually filled this one, and that's why she's going out her way to explain. Because I'm looking at her hand and she's reaching out. I'm like, oh, you really do dig this one. You was hoping that he didn't pop. It's kind of like rejection. Him, on the other hand, I'm like, dude, you Muslim. So your belief system and wanting women to spoil you, it conflicts.
That's where when he said that even amplified it. I'm right there with you, Stan.
Yeah, but also, you know, he's also a trainer. He's a firefighter. He said that he used to women in his past treating him well. So I'm looking at it like, yo, you're just a player, and this is what you used to, like a woman signing off for your Tesla truck. You know, like he gets killed.
Yeah, he's a bad bitch.
I wouldn't say bad bitch. I wouldn't say bad bitch. But you know, but there's women that do pay, and men could get hooked on this stuff. So he's hooked on that, and so he's used to this. So
I don't think it is, man. Because you know what? First of all, a guy that actually gets that, he ain't gonna phrase it like that. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna be direct and that corny with with the question. And you know, it's just like, okay, if you were getting that type of treatment from bad chicks, you're not gonna slide off that. You know what I'm saying? So it don't even make sense if like you on a single show auditioning and you coming up with this stuff. It just don't line up. Like if you actually had pull like that, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sit there and be saying corny shit like that.
He's not getting it from bad chicks. He's getting it from mediocre chicks. At the most.
Indianapolis lineup chicks.
The women who see him as the exactly. The women who see him as the prize.
Yeah.
In shape firefighter, whatever. Those are the women who will pay like they weigh.
This is what I'm saying. Like, it lines up in the sense of using this show to advertise to other women that he has value. So for us, it doesn't line up. But for him, I bet you using this platform, not us, but that platform he's on, to show women like, this is what I do, this is what I am, and these are my expectations, right? So
You're right.
he's a player. Like again,
I have to give pushback on that. I think he's one of those guys that he's trying to press other dudes, man.
No, I'm telling you, I agree with Stan though on that, Jerk. I really think he's putting it out there. He's putting it out there to women. If you want to mess with me, you got to pay like you weigh to mess with me. But the funny thing is, there's going to be a lot of women who think, oh, let me. All I got to do to get to him is drop some bread to get a dude who looks like this that I couldn't have got just off my looks or my body or whatever. Oh yeah, I'm willing to pay that cost to be the boss. I'm willing to pay, throw a couple scholarships his way. You know,
look at her, right? She don't like short guys, right? Here she is in heels. She's 6 feet. This guy's like probably what 5'10", and look at her. She's like, no, ask for the balloon back. But I'm looking at the body language, yo. It's like he's using this. You Muslim, why you want a woman to support you? Like, yo, like this is a game for you. Like, did you just come out of jail? And this is what you do with your life? Like, it looked like he's a scammer. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm telling you, man, because like dudes like this, they live for other guys. Like they could go back and have that clip, like, oh, I rejected her. You see what I did? I'm telling you, because the smoothest dude that get the most spent on them, they act like they don't even want it, because they a lot of times they don't. They want like reciprocal treatment. Like, hey, I'm gonna treat you good, treat me good back, and it is what it is. And I think when females do like spend money on guys, it's because of the appreciation and the other attributes they bring to the table. But if you're this guy, since he's direct, I'm telling you, like, he ain't in that lane. I'm trying to tell you, this is a dude that want to impress all his friends, so he's coming with this corny shit. Because, like I said, the guys that I've seen that females like take care of them, they're indirect. They don't even pay attention to that type of stuff. They just demand respect, and because the way they operate, like y'all, for example, like. Y'all don't want that type of stuff, but a female is gonna have that desire for you, and she's like, you know what, I really like this guy, so you know what, I know Dame likes Jordans, so let me go pick those up for Dame. That's how it typically happens. It's not when you direct somebody to do it. That's what I'm saying. It's something's off base with him. He's just for the salesmanship. I'm telling you.
I'm willing to bet. Maybe column A, column B, but I'm willing to bet that if any woman that hits him up off of this know what it is.
Oh, facts. Nah, I agree.
And is willing to like open that purse.
Yep.
And he know that he's probably expecting that. So anytime they go out and he's like, oh, or she say we should go to dinner, he know that you paying. Or what's around his birthday, he knows that he expecting you to spend more than $2,000 on something for him.
But what do you think would be the quality of that type of chick that would hit him up?
A low self-esteem chick who couldn't get him just off looks or body, off a female game, whatever, which is whatever that is, and say, okay, to get a dude that looks like that, like maybe, if I got to put a rating on it, maybe a 4 or 5 would say, okay, to get this dude as my dude, I just gotta pay. I basically gotta pay him. I gotta be a sugar mama, maybe an older woman with some bread and be like, okay, that's the dude and that's how it goes. My boy Tony Pope, he was a trainer and he had older women breaking him off left and right.
Wait, were they like attractive looking or they were just like average?
But I mean, when we're 22, a 45-year-old woman will always just be average. Now that I'm 50, 45 women, my wife is 45, and I think she's bad as fuck. I'm just keeping it a buck. So but
your boy, was he direct with it, or was he just like having a like the personality is shine, and they was just like, look, I like him being around.
He wasn't direct with. He wasn't like, I need money from you. But many a times he's inferred that he's a little short, and they come up out the pocket. I got to get these tires for my cars. Next thing you know, they're like, oh well, they'll take you to get tires, and I'll here's some money for tires. That kind of stuff like that. He implied he needed some bread. He never. Well, I don't know if he said he never went out and asked the chick, But I've seen him imply in front of chicks and they like broke him off or whatever. But it's just one of those things where it's just like I think like I said, it may be like I said, column B might be part of trying to front for the other dudes, but I'm willing to bet. But he's also putting it out there to potential women. You know what it is coming in there. You coming in the door. You know that come my birthday, you got to open that purse up.
Mm-hmm.
Come, especially you know, I'm expecting that.
Yeah, and that's Jay. The only pushback I can say, like, if he's doing it for other guys, you can't. That's your hustle. You won't tell other guys because they'll swoop in behind your back and try to take
him. They probably don't look like him though. Like they got to look like him for it to work. They got to be in shape, good-looking guy for it to work. And like, you know, everybody can't just come behind it. You know, only thing, but like I said, he's a trainer, firefighter. I guarantee you, older women are like, oh, we should date and what you call it. And they've probably given him money for stuff or taking care of him. His whole living room is furnished by some 50-year-old chick. I'm telling you.
Taking her checks and
somebody divorced wife is on it.
Well, because Stan, what I'm trying to say is like when guys, what I mean, like they doing it for other guys, man. They're just trying to impress each other and stuff, and the clip was off. Like I agree with Dame a lot, just what he was like analyzing about the guy, you know, being kind of a diva. Because man, I'm telling you, like a dude with game ain't out there trying to be too talkative. You know, you're not gonna, you know, poke holes in your own shit, and then you know you're not gonna try to embarrass people that you deal with. So you know, a lot of times guys with game are pretty. You know, they're not gonna be showing you pictures and shit. They're not gonna be highlighting stuff. So that's why I'm saying, like with him, he's.
And that's why I call him a scammer, because guys with game, yes, they won't do that, but scammer would.
Okay, I got you. I see what y'all saying now.
I agree with you on that, Stan.
Because like you're Muslim, so why would you be concerned about anything that a woman provides for you? Like that goes against your spiritual belief. That whole thing did not. That
so you said he out here eating bacon when the camera's off.
and pork chop.
And seriously, and a masculine dude does not care about how much you spend on them. We just don't. I mean, I don't think nobody on this panel, M3, you care about, if you dating a woman, do you care how much she spend on you specifically? If she buy you anything. Yeah, I'm talking the woman that you dating, say you're dating her for like 6 months, it's your birthday come up. Are you like, the amount that she spend, do you give a shit about how much she spends? As long as she does something or is considerate.
Yeah, I mean, she don't even have to really spend much like on me. Like, I appreciate like just the effort or just a thought or just planning things out to like, you know, get things like done together for me. So, yeah, I don't really care like a lot of high expectations for a woman to be breaking bread for me. You know what I mean?
What about you, Jerk? You care?
Nah, man. I actually don't like getting gifts because my wife, she be always buying everybody in the house gifts. I'm like, yo, man, stop. Let's chill out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? To be real, like, nah. So no, Dane.
What about you, Stan?
I care.
You care?
Yeah, I'm a firstborn. I don't get gifts. I get responsibilities. That's all I have about my whole life. I get responsibilities.
Keep it funky. Yeah, so you set expectations of, or like you let it be known if she didn't spend enough on you.
No, it's not that. The fact that you got me a gift, I'm holding on to it for dear life because I'm like,
it doesn't matter how much it costs. If it was like if she bought you a $200 watch because she saw your watch was broken or she saw you had an old watch.
Yeah, I'll be thankful. I never put a price tag on it. Like it's thoughtful.
Yeah, that is not a masculine attribute to give a shit about the degree of what woman is spoiling you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just not. It just ain't. This dude he's confusing muscles with masculinity. He's over here like working out in shape. There you go. All these women falling all over him, stuff like that. So nobody said, no, you got to do more than that. You know.
But women can have muscles. Is not masculinity. It wouldn't be the muscles. Could be the trap.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. That's the thing. That's the attraction. Yeah, it's like the attraction is going to be, you know, hey, I'm in shape, and a woman who feels like I can't have access to a guy like this without paying is willing to pay the cost to kick it with him.
So this kind of goes back to like what you were saying earlier, Dan, when he was like, he a bad B or whatever, right? Because he's like one of those type of guys that's like in a female type of mindset. Oh, I know my worth, and since I know my worth, I'm worth X amount of money. $2,000. Oh no, honey, that's too much. That's too little, right? You need to put out a little bit more. Pause. You know what I mean? But still. Even a broken watch is corrected twice a day.
But yeah, I mean, that's why I sent it to you. It was just like when me and my homie was talking about it, I was just like, dude, this is where it's going right now? Is this where it's going where dudes are like the fly dudes should not be turning into bad bitches. I'm just sorry.
I agree.
Like, you know,
it is going that way.
It's seriously, that's given like it shouldn't. It shouldn't be a part of at all being a part of. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, my homie Tony, and I had another homie Tucson who was like a good looking dude who, but he wouldn't. He ain't that. But like, hey, you didn't spend enough on me. He just wanted something. You know, it was like, you know, it was like he wasn't like, oh, that ain't enough. You know, but Tony was just like one
Tucson
of those.
is Haitian?
No. He's black dude.
Well,
regular,
Haitian black.
Well, when they come to America, they black. When they're in Haiti, you know. But no, he's just a brother from. He's a brother that I knew for a while that I used to kick it with.
Well, you know what this dude remind me of, Dame? Like now that I'm thinking about it, he remind me of one of them guys where, like you said, he got the gym part right. Like he's in there, he's in the gym, but it's like his mind ain't catch up to the muscles where it's almost like, you know, back in the day where them guys like, oh, I got to be mean to the girls to get them to like me. Like they start doing all these gimmicks and shit.
Yeah,
that's where it seems real gimmicky, man. Where, yeah, I don't think guys are going this route.
I hope
like
not.
him. I just think, you know, he has this stage and he was like, man, let me try this out. Let me, I hope guys don't go this route.
They are going that route. I have to say yes, because there's a whole class on TikTok on how this is not drizzle, this is something else. On how, you know, if a woman cares about you, she'll invest in you or spend on you.
Well, I think because I want a female, I'm like invest in the household. You know what I'm saying? Like it's totally different. But I don't want material shit.
When you meet her. No, when you meet her, this is different. Like when you meet her, she got to invest in you instantly. We're not talking about a relationship. We're talking about you just met her and she need to buy you drinks. She needs to let you drive her car.
Yeah.
She needs to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're teaching this younger generation this whole thing. Like, nah, man, like, she's 25. She needs to be putting out and give you the key to her house. You know, like saying she's 30, you need to have access to the condo. So, like, TikTok is like, if you want to get the thumb on the environment, you go on TikTok and you see it. It's like everybody's teaching everybody, like teaching the men how to, like, use women.
Yeah, it was funny when I was, but I'll be 100% transparent. It was like one of the things I did when I was younger is something I learned from a woman who told me this. She was like, I told her like I was like living with a woman at the time, living with a roommate, female roommate, and she said, I told her a chick was coming over. She was like, hey, if you really want to test her, how mad she feeling you, tell her to bring you some food before she get here. Say, oh, I didn't even eat. I didn't have a chance to go to the grocery store. Like, would you stop by, like, grab me some food? And she did. And then for like the next 3 years, I did that almost every time. I had to go come to her house. Well, you might grab it. And it works without fail. They would bring shit, you know, if they had money. They didn't go or whatever. But it was just like they would bring food. But no one, I still would go and like pay for them. If we went out, I'm paying for all the stuff. But it was just like, you know, and it was just like, but I stopped doing it because it started to make me feel kind of weird. Is when I really started like looking at what it comes off of in my mind. I was like, I'm coming off as like a broke dude, like a bum, you know. But it's just one of those things where it was just like, that is not a new thing. Dudes seeing how much they can get. I think the things is having a price, having a defined price tag of what isn't and what is enough. I think that's the new thing. The new thing is like $2,000 is not enough for
that
you
was
as
crazy.
a gift with me. You know, he's saying because what's happened is there's 50-year-old women that he trained at the gym that'll probably pay 3 times as much for a watch from him for him. So it's just like he's like, yeah, seriously, a vacation or something like that. You know, it's just one of those things where that's just so unmasculine for him to be saying and talking like that on some what's the most you ever spend. He's like, I'm generous. So okay, so what does that mean? That you always spend over $2,000 over every chick you with?
Yeah, he was kind of saying he be out here tricking too. So
something.
He's not tricking, man. The only part of tricking is the deed. Because he's Muslim. Because you can't
Like
wear
that.
jewelry and you can't buy jewelry, right? No gold. Like there's something like like when he said that, I'm like, man, you hustling.
Yeah, I mean,
and here's the thing, right? What you give him for his birthday? And I'm like, wait a minute, you guys do pagan activities?
Yeah, my man was confused with all that stuff, but
but and another thing, the second part to it is I don't want to like hold up the video anymore. It's just like is that the whole part is like now going back to her, how she's switched the roles because it's a lot of men try to justify themselves to women when women say, oh, that's not enough or you don't have money. They're like, oh, you know, I'm working on this plan and I'm about to say I'm about to close this deal that's going to give me X amount of dollars. They try to say, hey, you know, when I'm really love a woman, there is no sky's the limit of what I feel. I want my woman to feel spoiled and appreciated. They start to justify themselves to try to improve. They said, oh, I got to make it seem like I'm more valuable to this woman, so let me justify it. And that's what it is. I'm like, that's why I called it a Uno reverse, because this is a conversation that's usually the other way. The woman is asking for more and the man is justifying it. But that's like, what is happening? That this is where things have gone.
No, I think that's an interesting dynamic, like you point out. And I would tell guys never to do that, because it comes off as desperate, you know, but for her sake, it's actually pretty smart. Cause I even after this interaction, say it don't work out, dudes has probably flooded her DMs. Like, look, she nice. I'm telling you, she probably got like 10,000 guys. Like, look,
see, but this
seems like a good chick.
You're making a point. If 10,000 guys are at her because she pays $2,000 for watches, they're trying to be bad bitches.
No, I'm not saying for the watches, but for the generosity. Like, she's looking out for a man, how she's explaining it. Like, nah, if I'm with somebody, I spit. So I think they're listening to that aspect, not the 2,000 shit out. Because, you know, like you said, that's rare. And most people just ain't going to be able to do that on a regular basis. And, you know, when you start hitting adulthood, you're like, man, do you got your shit taken care of versus spending money? Like M3 was saying. So I think that's where, you know, dudes would settle at, but they're going to be like, hey man, she's generous. And the way she kind of operated, like, cause she was explaining a lot of stuff to even a short dude where he took it the wrong way. She was like, nah, you know, I just meant it as this. So it kind of seems like that's how she is, where hearing this like interaction, dude's going to take it as just like generosity, and she ain't always just trying to take. So her inbox is flooded.
Yeah.
That's Russian and some stinky cologne.
But yeah, it is rare though to like see like a female, especially a pretty chick. Because you know, typically they would cuss him out like, motherfucker.
Yeah, we're like, that's why
I ain't spending shit. I am the table.
You know, seriously. It's and that goes to God. This is bringing up so many layers of like this man woman thing.
This was a great quick clip. That's why I was like, we definitely gotta break this down. When you,
it's like because that's that whole back thing too. It's like the expectation of bringing things to the table. I said, look, and this is what, and we used to kind of talk about this on Will's joint. Is you set the dynamic and your parameters of your relationship. That's the way I feel. If you want like be the leader, I mean, not just leader and kind of control every dynamic and the aspects and the direction of the relationship, and you want submission and all this kind of stuff. You know, here's the thing: you can't be asking what you bring to the table. You say, I built this table, I bought this table. Here's what you need to sit at the other side of that table. Here's what I need from you. Can you do that? No, you can't. All right, you got to go. Don't try to change women into something that they not. Be like, there's going to be a woman who's going to be happy about the table that I built, and she's going to sit down there and she's going to be happy and do the things that I want. If you want that type of relationship, great. But if you want to have a 50-50, we lead by Congress. We discuss things and come up with the best plan for both of us. You know, maybe because I'm older or I have a little bit wiser or whatever, you know, if we don't agree, maybe my word has a little bit more weight at the end of the day, but she's definitely had an opportunity to get her full pitch in, her full debate in. You know, but you know, we lead most things by a joint kind of Congress where we both agree. All right, that's what's happening. Or you can do what I kind of feel like dudes like this are kind of do. You kind of like, you willing to just play the bad bitch role and like let your woman kind of run things, and you just be there, be a handsome dude and give her good looking children and hang TVs and do all that kind of stuff. Do whatever she needs you to be in a relationship, and she's kind of running like that, and you kind of play in the back, you know, because you want to be kind of lazy with it and what have you. And you know, I think those are the three dynamics that I think are happening nowadays. And I just think, you know, it's going less from what we used to talk about, where the male leads the relationship, to either the Congress, which is fine. If you guys want to vote and agree and have equal rights and equal pay and split everything down the middle, that's probably where 70% of relationships are right now, and they're working. But I think there's a lot of the dudes is kind of like leaning on the woman, are creeping in, and dudes starting to get way too comfortable with that, and that's something that I'm just not cool with.
Yeah, I definitely think there's the dudes that are led, but one thing I would, it's not really push back, because like even with the 50-50, I think it depends on if a dude is competent. I think like if I took you, Dame, and I put you in a 50-50, you know, just based on your wisdom and your knowledge, your chick is still gonna, you know, let you lead. And I think that's the issue a lot of times when we have these conversations. And I just think it depends on the guy. So if a female sees like, hey, he's always operating, he understands his stuff, he's looking out for the whole household, and women typically do not want that role if they comfortable. Because my wife, I make moves and she's like, hey, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't operate as far as like you know, we got to do this joint decision. You know, so half the time I'd be like, hey man, what do you think about this? She'd be like, shit, I already know you got this taken care of. I think that's how a lot of, I
think a lot of dudes say, I think you earn that. I think you put in the work to show that you're a competent and makes good decisions, and your decisions have her best interests in mind. I think that's where you want to get, and that's what I'm saying. You still can lead the household. It doesn't have to be I'm paying all the bills. You kind of just I'm leading every direction of where I go, because I'm sure you wouldn't be like, hey baby, you know, quit your job, we're about to move to Portugal, you know, right now, because I felt like it. She would probably be like, what? And you'd have to have a discussion about it and be like, what's happening? You know, why are you doing that? What you call it? But I got my job. I got this, that, the other. And you could probably convince her because of what have you. But I think what happens is there'll be a significant amount of conversation and discussion going back and forth. And you really have to sell the benefit to her that show that it's in her best interest to do that, you know.
But I think even in a traditional sense, I think most guys would have to have that discussion. That, like, maybe not with you, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's more or less like how you lead and the comfort.
Have discussion.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Even in them circumstances, I'll have that discustion.
I'm not saying I'm not. Let me just say one last thing, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to co-opt the whole situation. Like I think throughout the conversation I've had on various panels, I don't mislead it. I consider my wife in every decision I make. I would not suggest a decision where a movement where she doesn't have there's not a benefit to her. So it's not like I'm sitting up there. But the thing is, I built up enough trust to where she could. If I say, hey, you know what, we live in San Antonio right now. I was like, you know what, there's a better opportunity for me, and it'll end up making better for the family. Let's move out to Austin. She would be like, all right, let's move out to Austin, because she's already, just like you say, she's already know I've considered her or what have you. But if I just said, you know, pack your bags, move to Austin with no kind of explanation, no kind of thing, she'd be like, well, she goes, why? Because I value her insight. She'd be like, why are we moving? You know, and I tell her, and she's like, "Oh, okay, I get it," or what have you. But you know, I don't have it to where she just does exactly what I said, no questions asked, no nothing. I don't think that really exists much anymore.
But like you said, I think guys like us, man, we, because I know how you talk about your wife, Lynn. You could just see the dynamic with people where you value her mindset. Like you said, man,
Yeah.
she does a lot of stuff and she brings that value. So I think, like you said, yeah, I'm gonna include my wife in a lot of decisions because she's like yours, man. They got a good mindset where, they're gonna help you smooth that out and stuff. So I like what you said about that. You was about to say something, Stan?
I remember when we were on Will's panel, the third guy you explained, the guy that just goes along with the ride. There were a lot of the women that were on the panel who had husbands like that and they were divorced, and they talked about how miserable they were in those like relationships. And I remember there was one of the panelists, she talked about her husband was a mama boy, so he was so used to seeing his mother always leading, and he had the expectations from women in relationships. I'm not saying this is that guy, because that guy's a scammer. Not him. He's a scammer. But for those type of men who are, I won't say comfortable, but that's all they know. I've seen them a lot. And it's like, yo, like, it is like almost like a mama relationship. They can't do anything unless she gives them direction. And he's just the pretty boy in the household. And that's what he's there for.
Those
and
motherfuckers
sadly,
are bums. Let's call it out.
Huh?
I said those motherfuckers are bums. You dancing around it a little bit.
Well, we'll call them doves. Doves with bugs. But, it's like but when that woman passed away and he doesn't know what to do, it's sad. So I don't know if women actually will look at that and see like, yo, this is not good for any man to constantly follow me, because if something happens, this family's gonna fall apart because he can only follow direction. He can't even think.
Yeah, I think that dynamic works best if the woman is like older and the dude is a little bit younger, like you said, because like that goes directly into what you said. If your mama's older than you, so she's telling you what to do and you're used to it and it makes it life easy for you. If you get like the dude is 32 and he gets with like a 50-year-old chick who's got bread, he gonna be like, cool, I'm gonna chill and have this woman and live this great life that ain't on my back, So yeah, sure, I'll do that. If it's like the same age and she's up there, your woman's up there hustling, and you kind of just like hit your plateau and ain't really like trying to do much or whatever like that, then it becomes kind of contentious, because usually women who are out there hustling puts herself in positions to be around other guys who have a lot more ambition than you. So then it gets kind of dangerous that you may lose your woman, Same, and just transferable. It's the same thing with women. The polar opposite is like a guy who's out there working out, like in getting in shape, and goes to the gym and around all these women who are just as working out and just in shape, and his woman is sitting at home eating bonbons. There's a chance you might lose your man. If that's that equally yoked thing, you gotta be. They gotta see some value that you bring that they're willing to. Do to maintain.
Let me ask y'all something, because that is a like thinking about how you broke down the three dynamics, Dame. I was reading something like most women will be single by like 20, 30 or something like that. So do you think like this is going to be the new dynamic where they're going to have to be leading some dudes and stuff?
I really do believe that it's going to be a lot of like age gaps the other way. There's going to be a lot of older women marrying younger dudes or what have you. And but the funny thing, I think those are going to rock out for a while. Those are going to be the ones that are cool with for a while. I mean, but yeah, I do see a dudes. I see it now. Dudes marrying older women and stuff like that, or what have you. Guys are going. There's going to be this age, this big part of this age gap where women aren't getting married, whether it's 30 to 40, they're not getting married, and then the 45s who willing to date young and have lowered their expectations as far as what a man can provide are going to get married, and then the young ones are going to get married because the older dudes are going to want to grab them because they're still young and in shape and agreeable and teachable and stuff like that. I think that's what you're gonna see. The ones who probably, like you said, it's gonna be that age gap, 30 to 40. That's probably gonna be the hardest time getting married.
Yeah.
Unless they older.
I mean, because they're still young enough to feel like they can still get the top notch dude, but they're older, so old to where a lot of them are not as agreeable, not as coachable, and stuff like that. So, it's kind of like a catch-22 for them.
Yeah, we might have to definitely. That's another good topic. We might have to break down that dynamic.
Also, a third guy too, because some of the women they're attracted to that, but I'm like, yo, it's not good. Because of that third guy, like you see a lot of those guys blow up in a bad way. And next we see y'all on the news. So having always leading the man and talking down to him like,
Yeah, what the funny thing is that older woman who gets with that younger dude because number one, maybe they didn't have access to a dude that good looking or whatever when they were younger or whatever, but now they have money and that they can pay for it, just like how men can pay for younger, attractive women. They're gonna always be insecure that they might lose their man to somebody younger, so they're gonna be really having to spoil and offer a really I was just watching, my wife and I were watching something. It was like Cher.
Yeah,
this is 78 years old.
71.
And she's with, and she's something like 71 years old or whatever. And she's with dude that's like 30.
Yeah, Amber Rose baby daddy. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's like 30 years old. And he was like they show him like fixing her hair and she looked like his great grandmama.
And they got an engagement ring and all this other stuff.
That she paid for. I mean, if that case is, you really gonna have to spoil this dude for a while in order to keep it pushing. But if you just average, then you will have to worry about you're gonna have to be doing much more to keep yourself in shape. You're gonna be doing Botox. You're gonna be getting shit stuck in your face and stuff sucked out. You're gonna be doing all that stuff to maintain.
Madonna.
Cher, 77 years old, man.
Yeah, I know she was like 77. Yeah. I know she was like 77, 78.
Still together. I think they've been together for 3 years now. You got Madonna.
Yeah, pull this up real quick. This is I found the article.
Okay.
Yeah, my man trying to cash out. This.
And the funny thing is, she's okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
The same way that old dude, remember that 82-year-old dude married Anna Nicole Smith?
And
you're gonna make the last 5 years of my life fantastic, 38-year-old boyfriend.
Get this ass
old boy about to cash out.
Seriously, that's like he was 40. She's had a whole 40 years of living. She got kids older than him.
Yep. And grandkids right behind them. That's the crazy part.
I mean, that's
then you also got what's her name? Well, everybody was dating a rapper who was 25.
Yeah, I mean, dudes are willing to look at that.
Yeah, Cher, fuck that. My last years. I'm going out with some young dick.
What's her name?
She's like, I want no old man. Damn that. She's like, I'll break all this bread.
And the Kardashian mom, she got.
Yeah.
She got a young dude too?
Yep,
he's like 20 years older, ain't he?
Yeah, he's 20-something years old.
Is he black?
No, he's 20 older. He's older. He's like 40, but she's like almost 70.
Yeah. Black men ain't got no standards. We ain't got no.
I mean, if you got enough bread.
We ain't got no standards. We dating these people. This is like, come on.
I mean, but in this case, she breaking bread. I mean,
he living a life he could never even dream of. Seriously, he's living in the biggest house he's ever seen, driving the nicest car he ever drove, having the best vacation he ever had.
Yeah, I told y'all yesterday what I'll do if I'm homeless.
He has his own money. The record is they don't sell CDs.
He don't have that. He don't have that share money.
Yeah, dude.
Seriously, he does not have that share money. He don't got that private island renting on a vacation money.
Not at all.
Private jet money.
Yeah, here's Kris Jenner and her new man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see that? You see that? That is a
she got young Michael Jordan.
Yes, that is a Rolex right there on his watch. That's probably about $30,000 that he would have never gotten had he not went with her. That's a good Christmas gift for. That's who he wants to date. No. Actually, that is not. That is a AP on his what you call it. That she got one that he would have never been able to afford had he not been with her.
How much was the average price for that watch?
30 grand.
You sure she brought the watch from? I mean, maybe he probably have some money stashed up.
Nah,
she bought that watch.
He didn't have spend $40,000 on a watch money.
None of them do.
Yeah, she bought that watch. Stop playing.
Even what's his name? Kris Jenner got himself a black man or herself a black man.
That was Kris Jenner right there.
No, my bad. Her ex-husband. I forgot what he called himself.
Caitlyn.
Oh, you said Caitlyn.
But Trump said you got to call her Bruce now. So Bruce.
Okay, the dude that's with Kris Jenner though, he got money. He's worth $15 million.
I'm willing to bet he's worth $15 million from things that have come from dealing with her. How much was he worth 8-9 years ago when they got together?
Oh, he's probably worth like 50,000.
Yeah, something. Like, look at that. Who paid for that boat?
He probably had a Subaru and like 25,000.
Who paid for that boat? Kris Jenner paid for that boat.
I mean, it says he has many famous friends, so I mean, maybe he just hang out with more famous people that just happen to have more money than
Nah, he broke. If he was with her old ass, yeah, he was trying to cash out. I can't even front.
That wouldn't be his first choice if he had bread.
Yeah.
It's like, you got one of those Cuban cigars too.
I mean, seriously, this is the vacation that she paid for.
Yeah, he living life. Look at him.
Hanging out with Billy Ray Cyrus.
No, it's like Stedman. Stedman got his own money, but he got the house.
Stedman got bread.
But he's
Stedman
with Oprah. So you know what? I don't mind being a Stedman. It's like you get paid.
But see, this is what I'm talking about. This guy right here. This is how you get the jackpot. You shut the hell up. You use your personality. That other guy that was on the clip that we was watching, he out here getting like Seikos and Starbucks luncheons and shit from talking all that stuff, being all vocal. That's what I'm saying. He low quality. You shut the hell up and use the charm, the finesse. You got to cash out. God damn it.
Seriously, maybe he gets his rent paid once in a while.
But hey, M3, let's get back to the video because I want to see like her double down on her explanation.
Yeah, for sure. And Margaret says that the picture's giving cut vibes in the double date picture. Okay.
Yeah, my man right here, he got the Dr. Umar outfit on.
Yeah, oops.
Man. I know he's probably saying sisters never, white snow bunnies forever.
He's got the bread. Snow Bunny Heaven, right? That's where he's at right now. Snow Bunny Heaven.
He was like, whoever got the bread, I'm eating.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck if she Hindu. If she paid these bills, God damn it, I'll wrap my whole head.
$30,000-$40,000 watches on.
Don't forget the chain, the links, the diamond.
Right, the 401k, all that stuff.
Yeah, he ain't going back to no hood.
If he had $15 million right when he met her, he would not pick Kris Jenner. He just wouldn't.
Nah.
No. If anything, I think she made him an executive producer.
Yeah, that's where he got $15 million.
Okay, that makes sense now. Yeah, she leveled him up. He would have been with Chloe. He had 15 million. He'd be like, look, Chris, get your ass up out of here. Go get Chloe over there.
No, Chloe was trapping her house. That's what Chloe does. Move you somewhere like Arizona or somewhere in some little small town somewhere, so you don't go nowhere in Hollywood.
But Kris Jenner, she don't look too bad. Thinking about the dollar signs right now and the opportunities. She a little okay for her age.
M3,
she's the right type of Botox surgeries like around her face.
Exactly. She got a professional makeup artist on speed dial that comes to the house before she walks out the front door. But in the morning, fresh in the morning, coming out the bathroom coughing, she ain't looking too good. She's looking like death.
Okay, like a little wet chihuahua.
She's like, he like, God damn. You're not ever
And
get
I'm
sick.
gonna say this. I gotta say this real quick. If she's watching, I don't mean you. I don't mean you. We're just talking.
Chris Jenner's watching this show.
No. Some white girl I used to date, and I said that to her.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean
I thought
you.
you said Chris Jenner watching.
What Margaret says all Kris Jenner does is pimp out her daughters along with the bot surgeries at times. Yep.
X.
Did it for 3 decades. Like, yo.
It works.
They owe Ray J just so much. They need to just pay him a monthly.
I know if I was Ray J, I would have sued them broads. I would be like, look.
A monthly royalty, because like you guys would have nothing if it wasn't for me. Nothing.
Yeah, Ray J fucked that up. I would have, after the tape came out, we would have got married. We would have had 2 kids. I would have been like executive producing them shows. Ray J fucked up.
It's Ray J, dude. It's Ray J.
But he's still making money in his own way.
He still bred it out. Ray J probably worth $20 million.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing.
See what Ray J.
Could have been worth so much more.
He's got a lot of companies that he's always seemed to be like an investor in. And what's his net worth?
Okay. 14 million.
Well, yeah. See, I knew he was up there. He's good.
But not
he ain't got $1 billion like the Kardashians, you know.
Wait, hold on, guys. We got a cutie pie in the building. We got Miss Polly.
What's good, Miss Polly?
What's up, Miss Polly?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Through those Apple headphones, I guess.
But all right, we give to the.
Y'all don't gotta do me like that.
That's coming from you, Miss Polly?
I got this thing today, and I don't know how to use it, so I'm pushing all the buttons.
Yeah, you trying to put me out of job. You know, I'm like the master with the sound effects. Like the master. Watch yourself, Miss Pie. I don't want to have to oh dang, okay, you got the soundboard.
Damn, Kim Kardashian got $1.7 billion.
Oh man,
I mean,
they messed it up.
Ray J.
Dang. All right, man. We're gonna get back to the video. But nice soundboard, Miss Polly. My soundboard is my cell phone, so that's all I need. But that's cool though.
It is?
Don't hear you.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to use this, so I'm not sure which button. I do.
What's up?
Okay, no problem. All right, let's go back to the video.
Sometimes that can intimidate a guy. Like if you give him something too much, too fast, too soon, it's an intimidation. It can't be.
So let me ask you this: would you say you haven't had many relationships in the past? If
No,
that
I
would be okay. And then one other question.
That's it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
Did you have?
It was just the age, because I didn't call that. I'm just putting.
My age? Yeah, I'm 33.
33.
Yeah,
Okay.
33, no kids.
Are you reconsidering?
I think I reconsider.
You want your balloon back? Okay. Okay.
If she take him, she needs to pop her balloon right now.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I would have been like,
you got his balloon back.
Any
And your
self-respect.
Okay, say we dating. We've been dating probably like 3 months. When would it be time to talk about marriage? 3
When
months
you know
in.
that you're ready to marry me.
Me?
Yeah.
When the man?
Mhm.
So
You're the leader.
right, correct. So 3 months in, if I'm talking about marriage, we just kicking it here and there, but I'm talking about marriage. How would you feel?
I'm not kicking it with anyone. I date to marry.
That what?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're dating.
So dating to marry, if you're talking about marriage, we're on the same page.
So within 3 months, we could talk
We're
about
on
marriage.
the same page.
Oh,
Why'd you pop your balloon?
It's kind of too early for me. I think you should still
Pause
get to know a
this.
person.
Okay,
This dude-
Dave, I'm kind of lost real quick because
she's a bad bitch.
No, he ain't. He bruh man from the 5th floor.
my man got the lean, the awkward neck.
That posture, but like, okay, you bring up marriage, and it's like it seems like with this family that you want to like really marry this chick, that you want to put a ring on her finger.
And she said, "You leave." That's what she's dating to marry. Like, what's going on?
And then you still want more of an answer from her. Like, well, could it be 3 months? Could it be 6 months? What's your answer? You know,
you know the dude getting his balloon back. He know he gonna lose out to the other dudes, so he's just trying to just like save face and eliminate. Because why would you? I mean, that question was phrased so stupidly. Like, how soon? If we're talking about marriage, how soon would you be talking about marriage? I'm like, if you're talking about it, she's like, I'm not gonna talk about it till you're talking about it. So she said, you lead that. And so if you're talking about it in 3 months and we really feeling each other, okay. But if you're talking about it in a year, oh my God, dudes are just, man, they better thank my wife that she's nice and healthy and amazing. If she ever got sick and died on me, these motherfuckers wouldn't stand a chance in the dating market.
Yeah, it's almost like, man, they so insecure. So, you know, they're like looking for the dumbest things to like take themselves out the race. You know, really, that's what it was. Like you were saying, Dame, it's like you ask an awkward question, she responds, and then you get mad because of the response. So it's like, nigga, articulate yourself better, goddamn it.
Stupid to understand it. He just said, she said, you lead the discussion. If you're talking about it, that she even said, when you're ready to marry me.
Yeah,
and here's what she said. She said, that's all on you. And then he was just like, oh, 3 months too soon. Man, what?
Yeah,
I can tell this was he was a moron from the minute he got the bruh man from Fifth Flow, lean and vernacular and all that stuff.
He has a type.
I mean, I just feel like that's just like a.
He has a type.
What was that, Stan?
He has a type like the muscular. So she's feeling both these guys. They're similar.
This dude's muscular?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's a trainer full time.
No, I'm just saying he just don't seem like in shape. Like you don't see like, well, so I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he takes it off and he's looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger on this. But he got a weird. His energy is just like weird as hell.
It's probably all that weed. Probably
he was a fat dude that got in shape, and now that's what it is. And they the worst trainers in the world.
Nah, he was like, look, man, she got that psychology degree. She could be analyzing me. He was like, nah, I gotta tap out. That's too much.
I mean, some guys disqualify themselves.
I'm sorry, what's in this, Polly?
Going through that.
What'd you say, Polly? Can't hear you.
I said some guys disqualify themselves on purpose, though. Like they don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You just have a slight delay.
Yeah, they purposely don't think they qualify. Do it on purpose.
Is he cute though, Miss Polly? What would you give a homeboy to rating? What would you give him?
Is he wearing
it looks
sunglasses?
like he's trying to mimic somebody. Yeah, I don't like when men wear sunglasses. It's creepy.
No, it's not sunglasses.
No, it's just regular glasses.
Regular glasses.
He look like what's my man down from y'all way, man?
Wearing sunglasses is creepy.
Dang, what's the rapper's name, man?
Future?
From the Bay Area. E40.
He don't look like E40.
He look like a bootleg E40.
Nah, he look like somebody from Miami.
Big time.
Wait, you said
Miami? Atlanta.
Miami.
No, I say Atlanta.
Jacksonville, something. They always got the braids and the beanies on. And maybe Atlanta too. Yeah, maybe we're Atlanta.
Yeah.
Miss Paula, you said he was a 8.
I thought she said 4.
I didn't hear no number from her.
I didn't hear a number.
Paula, you said number?
Got it.
What's that again, please?
Can't hear you.
She said she's not.
I mean, you can't hear me still.
No, yeah, it's like going in and out a little bit.
Am I talking too soft? You know I'm gentle.
No, it's like freezing up a little bit.
Probably because I'm lagging.
Yeah, you lagging somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lagging a lot.
I'm sorry.
I heard you said no. You're not
I might switch phone. I might switch phone.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. We'll switch phones and come back.
And then keep playing the video.
Yeah. Listen.
It take years to really know a person, and if you talk about marriage within the first 3 months, then you doing it for the wrong reason. I think you too turned up for it for marriage.
Can I rebuttal?
Yeah, go for it.
So it's not necessarily a turned up. I did grow up in a household where my parents were married for 35 years. My dad made the decision when he met my mom that he was going to marry her. He knew it like off rip. And so I do believe that most men, when they meet a woman, they know whether or not they're going to stay with that woman, like that woman enough, or even, where they're going to take it.
Yeah, I see that. That was probably a long time ago, but this new age, new generation, I don't think you can know off GP, like off the first 3 months. I don't think you can know that. The way social media is and the way life is right now for us, our generation and stuff, I don't think it's like that back in the day. I was in the 60s and 70s, where you could just marry somebody, where you got to go to the parents' house and introduce yourself and all that. It's a whole different time frame. So I don't even think that's even necessary nowadays, So
And you're just not feeling that.
Nah, not off 3 months, man. It'd take a long time to talk about marriage. 3 months, I probably ain't even met your mama yet in 3 months. So how, you know what I'm saying? So, nah.
And that's your preference. That's fine.
Yeah.
Look at the attitude that the host got attitude like.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, lame ass, stupid fucking question." Like,
soft bait question though.
So she's going back to the Buff Bagwell over there, homeboy with the balloon left.
Yeah, I think she's going to just settle for him. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. Welcome back, Miss Polly. Yeah, I think your connection is a lot better now.
Yeah.
Not the sound I can know, but it's not like it.
Let's go ahead.
I'm gonna stop harassing y'all with my technical issues. I will just leave. I think that gentleman is. You asked me. I think that gentleman. He just probably isn't on the same intellectual level as her, and he disqualified himself. That's all. It's all right. Happens sometimes.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Better anyway. You know what I mean? I think
Miss Polly. Miss Polly got the hair did. Look at her. Shout out to Miss Polly. We see you trying to stun on these chicks out here.
Be great.
So, Miss Polly, I got a question to ask you. Now, we're going to be the ones to join like these, like the Pop the Balloon series. We got a lineup.
Your phone going out now.
My phone?
Yeah, you're wireless or something.
It's the snow.
Ain't no goddamn snow. Y'all got FUBU wireless. That shit come with like a fabulous jersey and some Master P sneakers.
That's messed up.
Talk about some snow in fucking sunny California.
Hey,
you in Nebraska, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you in like Nebraska or something.
I live in the corn. I have an excuse.
Okay. Yeah, you do got excuse.
Yeah, places in Nebraska do have like the worst internet connection. I know another person's from Nebraska that has a terrible connection too, but Miss Clark, you ain't the only one though, so you good though. It's a number. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue.
Yeah, I think we're going.
Alrighty. You have a question?
Yes, I do have a question. So, kind of piggybacking off of what he said, just coming out of a marriage, what I want to know is if that wasn't on the table anytime soon, how would you deal with that, or where's your head at with it?
What do you mean, like anytime?
So what I mean is, if I'm not currently looking to marry right now, I want things to happen organically. I'm moving a little bit differently, but I might not be considering marriage as this is why I'm with somebody currently, right? Or I'm not looking to marry within the first 2-3 years. How do you deal with that mentally? Is it somewhere it's like, okay, that's a deal breaker because I'm looking to get married now? Or is it we feel it out, and however that relationship goes, we'll just roll with the punches?
So it's not a deal breaker for me because you're being transparent with me. You're telling me up front. I don't have to find out, later. You're being very transparent. So it's my decision. Okay. Honestly, if we're dating to the point where everything is getting good, why do I have to feel rushed?
Okay.
Like it can take as long as it wants, or it can take as short as it wants. As far as I'm concerned, you're the leader. You're gonna know.
Okay.
And then if we're on the same page throughout the entire relationship, then we're on the same page.
Perfect.
Okay, do you have any more questions for him?
Hit pause real quick.
How long ago were you divorced?
2 years.
I want to know this.
What was that?
2 years.
I want to know what his answer to that.
He
Oh,
said
go
2
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, he said 2 years.
She definitely changed her whole circumstance though. So yeah, she feeling them. So she's like, first she was talking about I move with attention. Now she's like, look, I'll waste my damn time. You know,
You got that too.
It is, guys, but
Like, if you look good enough, I'll waste my time.
yeah. But then she gonna turn around like it don't work out. She gonna be like, man, he wastes my good years. Like we don't want to hear that shit. This is why we give pushback, because it's like y'all say y'all move with attention, and then let some attractive dude come and holler at y'all. Y'all be like, oh, we good. Just we'll figure it out. You know, you're the leader. Like you'll let me know when. It'll be like 4 years.
Right.
They break up. They gonna be online like, you know, it took my good years. He ain't shit. He manipulated me.
Hey, but remember the old saying, right? Women create rules for the betas, but then they also break rules for alphas. So,
But shout out to him because he did it in a clever way. He was like, pretty much, he let her know, like, hey, I ain't fucking committed. Like,
he just got him a divorce like 2 years ago.
yeah, he's like, look, I just got out of this thing. Like, I'm not really going down that path. He was like doing a lot of word jargon, but he was like letting her know, like, look, this is a situationship.
But he recently became Muslim.
oh,
Hey, man, you gotta give him grace, man. He said, look, he'll.
I ain't giving no grace. That's what you do for Christians. You Muslims, so you ain't gonna have no fornication sex. What you waiting for, sir?
Yeah, they will. Now you're getting crazy. Like they do all the wild shit that everybody do. My boy Miles was a Muslim, and he was a wild dude.
It's gonna be crazy. Like 2 years, you already got sponsors. You got sugar mamas. You know what I'm saying? You got the whole thing. Yeah, she's gonna be one of many.
She gonna get that watch though. He's like, look,
She's like, if you know, he's like, I'm not gonna marry you, and you got to pay at least $2,000.
Yeah,
on some
said,
shit
look, you
with
gotta
me.
pay.
it got to be more than 2,000. 2,000
More than 2,000. I mean, that ain't even. I'm popping my balloon at $2,000. So what is it? If she takes him and that's her. She don't want nothing this dude is talking about, but because she liked I think she liked the way he looked. She gonna like all that stuff, all that those. She gonna date off of preferences and not off of values.
No, facts,
she wants to
yeah.
be married. That needs to be a value. She's family oriented and to be hardcore. Oh, you not dating me, knowing at some point you're going to marry me. I'm possibly somebody you consider married. You let me know. And this is that bullshit. This is why men say women lie.
Absolutely. But then how did you get past your preferences when the values at least not matching the preference?
Well, no, your value should be what the foundation. Preference is something you like. Like, say, for example, I want a faithful, God-fearing person who doesn't do drugs. That's a value proposition.
Mm-hmm.
If she said, but I want her to have a fat ass, you know, that's a preference. You know, that's just like, you know, I want them to be 6 foot tall. The dude to be 6 foot tall. That's a preference.
Okay.
You know, that kind of stuff. The
Yeah,
values
so
are the
dang,
things that,
spot on.
Yeah, that's the values are the things that are the foundation of who you are. Preference is just something about, hey, what you would prefer.
Okay.
But yeah, at first when Dane was talking about the reverse Uno shit, I was like, nah, man, maybe this is a strategy that she using to get the DMs. No, she pleading for the dick, goddammit.
She's doing what the dudes do. How dudes will switch up their whole thing, be like, you like walks to the beach? No, women like, no, I don't like walks to the beach. Yeah, I hate them walks on the beach. I'm glad you said that because I hate them too. You know, that's what she's doing. She's switching up her whole shit. To like,
I got one more question.
Jesus, dude.
Can I ask it? Got a question.
Go ahead, man.
So this is one for you, SJ, and also D. When you guys gonna write y'all books for the sassy man apocalypse? No, seriously.
I don't know, man.
When you guys gonna write y'all book?
Oh, there need to be something. I wish I could write a book. You know, I don't got the attention span to write a book.
Me either.
You guys got some great insight. You guys should write a book, man.
Yeah,
These questions.
I don't know. Like I said, but mine's is like I'm not like I'm just observational, you know, and I observe, and that's where my insight comes from. Like,
that's where it starts.
But I can't just, I don't know. To me, every situation is different. So, because like I can't write I don't read enough books to write books. How about that?
That's the best
No, me neither, man. But Dave, you'd be shocked though. Like Stan might be onto something because somebody was recommending one of them books to me, man. I looked at it, it was like the most basic common sense shit. I'm like, man, this is like a #1 seller for over 20 years for men. Y'all been reading this shit? Like, I was shocked, Dave. I was like, man, observation. I always be saying that shit too, man.
Your common sense is not common. One time I went to a lab and they were touching chemicals with no glove, and I'm like, no goggles, and I'm like, wait a minute. I learned this in basic physical science in 9th grade.
Yeah, cat's
You guys in the lab, you got to put gloves. Like, what was
It's shocked me like how people the common sense is just not. I think you can get away with it at a certain age, but a certain age you need to have lived a life to have some kind of degree of common sense. Like I just have to let like one of my because in the company that I work for, we have an arm of it where we furnish fleet services for like businesses and what have you. And one of the techs was out there like advertising some under the table work, wearing our logo. And luckily it was my account, it was one of my team's accounts. So they called me and said, hey, you guys out here trying to steal the business by offering us a lower price. And I would have to fly. I'm like, dude, it's not common sense that I put you on. I introduced you to these people that don't have a relationship. It's just that just happened. And I'm just like, common sense is just not common.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, we lost that a long time ago.
I've seen people driving on the freeway with no lights on because they scared they're gonna waste the batteries. And I'm like, it's dark. Yeah. It's dark. Yeah. We're on 4. I don't know, like so SJ4, it's like it's the back way of the main freeway. And there's no lights. Like
nothing. You end up hitting a cow.
With no lights. You end up in a
man.
It's
okay.
Black. Yes. I'm like, yo, like you depend on our lights so you can drive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. She gonna end up picking this dude.
Yeah, let's get back to the video.
She wants him.
Here's the forest.
Oh, okay. Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you guys feel?
I mean, yeah.
I'm feeling.
I like his answers. You said you didn't have any kids, correct?
No kids that I know of.
Okay, perfect, right?
Wait, you.
No kids. I'm
Oh. You stressed me out a second.
Okay, so do we have a match here? All right, we have a match.
All right. I think this is. I don't know how much more that thing is, but I don't know if I can sit through a whole nother session.
Yeah, no, we good. We just wanted to do one so we could break down that segment with you, man.
So the scammer wins, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Right. No, but it was a good video, man. Like regardless, it was a good teachable moment. So
it taught me to be mean and evil. That's what it taught me.
You gotta be
you really ain't gotta be mean and evil.
You better get in the gym if you're gonna be mean and evil. Work out like that, dude. Like seriously, that dude could be mean and evil, or if you're rich, you could be mean and evil, or make money.
I mean, if you're just that type of dude, then it's like, okay, like use your powers for whatever, however you please. If it's gonna help get you like, what you want. But I mean, if you're like an average guy, or if you not really that type of person, look, man, like it's okay, man. Like just to like be
to use the powers for evil.
Find the right person you can be kind to.
Yeah. You can have confidence and have standards and stuff like that. You don't have to be like a fucking male model to have like or NFL player to have like standards. So
I'm going for Lex Luthor. I'm like going like borderline between Lex Luthor and head more to those Joker.
Oh my god! You just want to note that none of neither one of them dudes got no woman. Oh, dude, Joker got a woman. Joker got Harley Quinn. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another psychiatrist. And then one other one he had a baby with.
Jesus Christ, I don't know that much, bro. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. That was just an interesting thing, and it just like when I watched it, my boy sent it to me, and I was like, "Is this really happening?" Like a dude really did not pop the balloon because he felt like her spending $2,000 was just not enough, and for him, that I was like, that's some bad bitch shit right there.
Yeah, that was definitely awkward. Yeah, I still don't believe like that's why he was doing it. I think my man was doing some salesmanship, but hey, he got chose. So at the end of the day, I ain't mad at it.
I mean, it worked.
But see now I gotta ask myself about her character and her insights, because what I'm getting from her is that she's been through a lot and she's very insecure. If I'm really judging her accurately, and the reason why I'm saying about the insecurity part is because, you know, as pretty as that woman is, unfortunately, she's been around with the wrong type of guys. And now she doesn't really understand. I don't know if I should say understand her worth or her value, but I think she's like, based on how she carries herself, I feel like if she found like the right type of dude and not just like one of those bums that was like on the lineup, I think she would be cool. But as you can see, it seems like these are the types that knows very well how to make bad choices. You know,
like what he says, like she goes by preference. She's not going by
the character.
She still have a preference.
Well, I think, man, a lot of men just don't understand, man. Like women choose for like two different reasons. One could be money, and the other one's attraction. So it's just like I think a lot of times, guys, man, we just think like women don't have attraction, and that's. You know, they'll say a bunch of like nice stuff. Like at first she was like, hey, I'm intentional. I'm looking for this. I'm this. But when you put that right person in front of people, majority of the time, man, they going. Because like Dame said, they operating off of preferences, you know, so.
You're exactly right. If the dude, the dude who popped his balloon first because she was tall, the dude with the blue shirt on would have said, I'm dating for intention, you know, I'm going to be a head leader and head of household. She'd be like, oh, that's sweet. Give me the dude who works out all the time, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the way it is. It's like, so that's why when brothers be like, you know, women lie. Yeah, they do. They mislead
themselves. But how
themselves.
about love, though? SJ and D? And then don't women marry for love?
No, there's no such thing as love. Okay?
Yeah, love,
like true love.
Don't put that out there.
Look, everything comes with conditions. Okay,
I agree with that. I 100%. I just had this conversation with my wife, but she was not happy about it.
You mean like it's conditional love or unconditional love? Then
it's no such thing as unconditional love. That does not exist. I said, get it out of the whole realm of understanding of how people interact with each other. There's no such thing. But it's a children and dogs. There you go. But how adults interact with it, there's a condition of every interaction. Right now, we all interaction, and the condition is if you were to say something bad about my wife or kids, you break one of my conditions and we wouldn't be interacting with each other. Just like with your woman, like if my wife goes out and hooks up with another dude, or she gets on drugs and start beating the kids, or tried to get physical with me, I don't know why she would do that, but or anything, just other things, a couple other things that's part of my value system, then those are the conditions of me maintaining a love for her. If she does that and change, I'm going to lose love for you, and that's, you know, women don't want to hear that. You know, but she's got conditions on me too. I can't go start smacking her around, cheating, and all this kind of stuff like that. That's her condition. I can't be lose my job and never get another job and be a bum.
You know?
Like
I was telling. I'm sorry. Like I was telling my religious, Christian Latino friend a couple of days ago, right?
You said friend, right?
Yeah, no, friend.
What is the conditions of this friendship?
Just straight platonic. If you listen to my bad, sometimes the words come out kind of like, dyslexic, but
are you in the friend zone?
Look,
you know, you kind of
He's like, that's neither here nor there.
I'm not about to put this out there, right? But the point is, right, is that like we be having these type of conversations, right? And two things that I was telling her, right? Okay, because most religious people will say, oh, like, you know, we're not supposed to judge. And I'm like, look, man, let me just keep it real with you, right? Yeah, you read certain passages that talk about don't judge, but you're gonna judge, I'm gonna judge, we're all gonna judge. You see a person that's like that just got out of the grocery store after robbing somebody, are you gonna be like, hey, I'm not gonna judge you? No, you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta get away from this person because this person's a thief, a robber. I gotta get out of here so I could be safe. The same thing when you talk about love, right? The unconditional love or whatever. I think even the scripture says that only Jesus is the only one that has the unconditional love. But all you other Negroes or whatever, man, look, y'all love with conditions, okay? Especially with women, men, whoever, right? Man, even your pets, your cats and dogs love you with conditions. All right. If you're not feeding them, they're gonna be attacking you or going somewhere else. So everything has conditions that's like walking and breathing. So I don't care about this whole love stuff or whatever. When you're talking about, oh, I love you, and you know, like I love this and that. I'm like, look, what is love? That's all I gotta say. You know.
But doesn't love come from? You ready for it? The 5 love languages.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's why Bill burnt that goddamn book.
I'm sorry, man. My love language is receiving gifts. No shit. Like,
but that was his though. The guy that won, his love language was receiving gifts and acts of service.
Sure, for real. Buddy, I'm Millie Bachelor. He wants physical touch. He wants all that shit. You know, he wants all that stuff.
Man, he done learned all this from a Drizzle video, man. So he's drizzling out.
But yeah, dude, it's so. I think that's the worst thing that people couldn't believe in relationships, that there aren't conditions to love, and there needs to be, because it keeps you on the right track. Yeah, seriously,
love is a simple choice.
Yeah, and an action. You know, it's just
Dr. Quantum.
Y'all think love is a simple choice?
I think love could be created with a spell, but I don't think it's a choice.
That's what we said, with a spell. put a root on you. Put that root on you.
You know, if you give me box and it's good, I'm gonna fall in love. How long? I don't know. But if the box is good, I might stick around. Like, thank you. And then
so fool.
But in all seriousness, that's a good question, because I thought like love gets thrown out a lot, because then people say like then it's not love. But like, you know, we talk about things like logically, then I'm like, where do feelings come in? Because it's get confusing with like, okay, you do these actions and you think this way, but then how about that stuff of like connection and that stuff of feelings? Like, where does that fit in? But that could be for another time. And also for your book. That's going to be New York bestsellers, and I want my 10% because I want to be a stay-at-home boyfriend.
Just real quick, it's like
top me around.
Love should have some actions, like Dame said, man. And for example, like what Dame was talking about, like if you have your principles and standards,
yeah,
they should be based on like actions, and then so like the female should have respect for you, you know, certain things like that. Then that's where you should be falling in love after all that stuff is vetted out. That's when the feelings come in, where it's like, okay, this person has a lot of good principles, solid around, smart, you know, all about the family. I love this person because of these action items. But most people are, yeah, they have the feelings up front, you know, and that's the issue. Then they want to try to conform the person. It's like, okay, I love him. Like the female in the video, she's like, okay, I want this guy, I'm gonna try to change him. So we hear it a lot when you know, they're talking, they're like, well, he had potential, you know, first when I met him and stuff, and then yeah, he was just complacent. I'm like, typically that don't happen. Like he was who he was up then, you thought you could change him, and now you're mad because 4 years done passed and shit. So yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah, exactly.
But for guys, how do we well, for later. I don't know if anybody got a pen and paper. Just gonna mark it down. Like, how do you keep your feelings in check? Because I mean, we talk how to do everything.
Which
right?
feelings? Which feelings?
The feelings of like I love her, but like I'm not letting her do the work, right? Because a lot of times it's like, okay, like I just said, sex, right? I'm having sex, I'm in love because of sex, right? I'm the access to it, the pursuit of it, I'm just loving it. But also I need to like do this, and I need to make sure she does this, and I need to, keep all this other stuff. I know that's important, but how do I keep my feelings in check? Because a lot of times the feelings could like bypass a red flag. It's just like I need to forgive or be open, and you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I do all that?
Well, the way you do that is you shouldn't be dealing anybody who doesn't have the foundational things first. Like if you know, if you don't your value through the conversation that you have, and if you know your values aren't aligned and you don't have the same long-term goals or what have you, and view things the same, don't be dealing with it because the box is good. And that's what's happening. Dudes be like, God dang it, she don't want no kids, she do drugs, she spit at me all the time, I'm not the only dude, but damn, that box is good as hell. That's what dudes do. They fool themselves and think, man, if she just got off heroin, she'd be perfect. That's what I'm saying. Don't do that. Don't deal with somebody who ain't doesn't have the same value proposition. If your values aren't aligned, don't deal with them, regardless of how that stuff is. Because especially you have sex, because we all know the crazier the woman is, the wilder the sex, and you're gonna really get yourself trapped in some shit. But
real quick, oh, my bad. Go ahead, Dame.
No, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the great philosopher Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit said, you need to smash like 50 chicks. Then you'll have clarity. That's how you get over it. You get the 50 piece, and then it does something to your mind where it's like, all right, I got clarity. Life makes sense. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
He did say that though.
Yeah, I know he did. I remember him saying that.
But that's like something like that's a good point, because what you guys the first chapter.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just feel like the first should be dating. If I was going to write a book, the first would be, are you really ready for what it takes to find your fucking wife? If you're looking to smash, just smash. Don't worry about values on what you call it. But then don't complain when these women aren't more to you than what they are. But dude, and that's what things like, they get with somebody like, oh my God, I like this fat ass, but oh my God, she doesn't have any money and she wants to pay with things. Well, that wasn't a priority. The priority was the fat ass.
But sometimes a lot of people fall into that route, right? You have sex first, and you become friends with benefits or whatever, right? Or you smash buddies. I don't know what else they call them now. You do that first and develop. But that's like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
But Il3 said he got closed out. But yeah, we gonna have to bring Dane back, man. I kind of missed the brother doing shows with him. My man got the knowledge and intellect. We definitely gotta do more of these tag ups.
Yeah. I'm with it. And things have like slowed down, so I got more time on Tuesday. Still works good for me now.
Okay.
How about
so anytime you have a good.
You was MIA for a minute, Dame.
It might happen again. I might have to fire somebody and have to step up and be MIA again. But yeah, I'm like Batman. I come in on the scene and then I'm out of there. He like, where that fool go? Throw up the bat single.
But staying, I done marked down some of the topics, so we definitely throw them out there.
Like it's good to have these talks, because I know for sure like nobody else is having these talks, and it's like, it's when you hear like other people who pander towards women, they give them the advice, but then for men they doing something else, and it's like it gotta line up. You guys do that. It's alignment between both.
You check them both. You need to check them both. Both men and women are equally responsible for the lack of long-term healthy relationships in the world. It's not the woman's fault. It's not the men's fault. That's what I try to do. I try to call it right down the middle. Men fucking up, I'll tell you fucking up. Women fucking up, I'll tell you fucking up.
Because it's almost like, say like you only focus on, say like you're like, men level up, do this, which is a good message, but it's just like, if you don't go on the other side, it's like, who the fuck they gonna fuck with? Like they're gonna reject all them chicks that don't got their stuff together. So you got to build up both, so they equally yoked, like they say.
And that's what I'm saying. That's when I like when both you guys get together, it goes to both parties, and no one has done that. It always been one-sided.
I think there's a few people, but yeah, it's kind of rare because a lot of times, man, people just get fixated on, calling out the other side, which sometimes is needed, but it's just like you do got to hit the other side too. You can't be scared to be like, hey, men fucking up on this point. But here's the bad behaviors from the female side.
Yep. I agree. Because like we go on a lot of these panels, and it's even if the dude is married, a lot of times he's aligning himself with the female perspective and talking men. And then the single dudes are the ones who just shit talking women all day long because they can't get into long-term healthy relationships. So I've not found this is the closest I found to something that's kind of right down the middle. And that's where I live, in the middle.
All right, y'all.
Good.
Thanks for pulling up, Dame, man. Like I said, we got to do some more stuff, so I'll reach out, man. And then you coming to any cross any clips that you want to break down, man. Just let me know. Definitely.
Shoot it to you, y'all. All right, y'all.
We ready for it?
Take care, Dame.
All right, everybody. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships Talks on Tuesdays.
What you got that smile for, M3? Who's over there? Senorita Margarita?
Wait, say again?
I said, what you got that smile for? Who's over there? Senorita Margarita?
Oh, ain't nobody over at the house, man. You see the past.
Where you about to creep off to, M3?
Yeah, because you got that grin on your face.
You about to go to happy hour. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm like.
He's like, look, man, let's wrap this shit up.
Well,
let me get my clothes and spill.
Okay, he's always looking over his shoulder. Who's there?
And he did the Bill Clinton thing. I don't know if you caught it. He kept on smelling his finger and stuff. He's like, He was like,
no, just like my nose is running. That's
he's like, look, we gotta close this.
Yo, you're not you're not slick, man. I know that background too, cause what's her name use it too?
Who?
The one who always telling telling women how to treat men and how to use them for money.
Oh, you talking about Sister Aya?
No. I am. We talking about the other one, the one
Sprinkle chick.
Yeah, sprinkle.
Oh! You talking about the bigger content creator?
Normally we see your house. I'm just like, okay, who's there?
Hey, your boy's upgrading his background. That's all. No, ain't nobody over there in the house yet. But that's what I'm working on, right?
On that shoulder, man, I don't know, sir.
Bitch, get in the closet.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, hey, you gonna wrap this up?
You do. Look, I left some pizza rolls over there. Just chill out, man. I'm almost done. Shit. Don't get the baby oil now.
No Diddy though.
Gonna come out with the glow sticks, the fog machine. That nigga gonna be on some freak shit over there.
Don't videotape it. No face, no case. Don't videotape it. Let it be a memory.
Yeah. Don't nothing on camera. No 2025. Let that shit. You gotta use your vivid imagination. Don't put that shit on camera.
Have no proof.
Have no proof for 4K movies, then. But
make it like 1987. Leave no proof, no photos, no recording.
What about Ray J though? Right? I could be like the next.
Nobody care about no Ray J. No photos, no proof. I don't even give up my real name. Yes, that was Juan Valdez.
You said Juan Valdez, huh?
That's all y'all say. Tomorrow I'm Corey McDaniel. So
I never leave a trace of anything, man. Even if sending pictures and stuff, I'm like, okay, well, thank you for those pictures. I'll save them, but you're not getting no pictures of me. Because when love. When that temporary love wears out,
that temporary,
that temporary love wears out. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all posting me on the internet, be like in those websites. You see this guy right here?
Yeah, one of my friends got caught up in that. He didn't know he was on there. Did you date him? Are we dating the same guy? And he found out. He had to get that stuff taken down because a stranger stopped him at a store oh, you're him. And he's like, excuse me, I don't know you. And then she showed
damn. So he's that famous. That's bad.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that don't end up to be like me because I got like 3 right now that I'm juggling with. So
Okay, do your thing, man.
So I'm gonna put like this: the message for everybody that talk about like, yeah, you gotta have what those real parents be saying, like you gotta have abundance, or I forgot what you gotta have multiple women or something like that. Or no,
Gotta have money. This, all that shit.
Yeah, like hey man, that look man, that rotation stuff is hard, man, because
no, it's not.
No, it's easy to have the rotation, but I'm talking about entertaining all of them. Like no, like that's.
One summer I did almost up to 200.
You went to 200?
Yeah, because you do 4 a day or 5. So you get one, you take 2.
You talk about rotation, or you just
rotation? Yeah, I'm going to break it down.
Okay.
So I was working downtown San Francisco, so it's easy. It was a summer, and I could go back and forth. So I got one that I'll meet up for like from the morning. So I take her to work, right? I got a date for lunch. I got a date for after work, so that's dinner. And then I have the real date that's at nighttime, that's 8, right? So that's number 4 at 8 o'clock. We go out to dinner. If it becomes a nightcap, it rolls off into the morning time. If it's not, then I take her home. Then I have the nightcap that's at midnight. So I sleep over. Either I take her to work or I take another girl to work.
You taking all these chicks to work with you? Driving Uber?
I'm cute.
You making sure they get paid. You like, look.
I was making sure that was me. I have my car, and you asked me out, and I'm like, okay, let's go. And that's how I was that whole summer. So I just rotate.
You was on some pimp shit.
We ain't got time for all that.
No, I'm just saying, you know how it messed me up? There was one I really liked, and we kissed, and I called her by another girl's name. And then she's like, what? And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, call me the girl's name. I'm like, no, I like you because you're a 5. And then I remember her number, but I ain't know I forgot her name.
Yeah, you gotta put name tags on them like you at a seminar. Like, hey, listen, put this shit on. Why you got me on it with a placard on my chest? But like, listen.
Goddamn.
It was bad. It was bad. And then she asked to see my book, so I showed her, and then she was so mad.
Your book?
My book. I had everybody in the book.
Oh. You burned that book, right?
No, he showed the book. Oh, you talking about?
Look,
I know you ain't, man. You better get rid of it. You can't have no book. You telling them 3 about the technology. You can't have no book, man. That's some Ted Bundy shit.
I had a whole book. Like, we'll talk about the binder. That's another story. Because my mom my binder.
Like I know you're trying to make it seem like it's really easy, but I'm telling you right now, I thought like it was gonna be like pleasant, but to be honest with you, when you're responding to multiple text messages, along like with like your coworkers, and along with like your other friends and family members,
I'll show you how to do that. It's easy, real easy. It's easy. So you gotta split it, right? If you put your friends in direct messaging on your phone, fine. Some people got like WhatsApp app, and then you put them on there. Others, Facebook Messenger, you scoop them over there. And then some people, you just go ahead, and there's an app, I'll tell you later on, that you put everybody else on, and it's very cryptic. And so you just talk to them on that.
Stan, we might have to do a whole show on this, how to properly maintain a roster.
Well, for now, like,
I plead the 5th because I'm innocent.
Well, look, this is why. Well, whatever. This is why I got like these phones right here, right? So,
you got the drug dealer throwaways. You got the. You out here like you Marlo from Wire. Like, fuck, they got this phone. Y'all got this number. Let me throw this out.
I got one phone that's for the girls I know I'm not interested in, but they have access to me. That's another.
Uncle Fatty said he got 3 phones. Shout out to Uncle Fatty out here on the blade.
I got 3 phones. If I really like you, I give you the main phone. If I'm I don't know you yet, I give you the gold phone. If I know nothing's gonna happen here and you was just my hookup and I bust a nut, you're on the blue phone.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, the ones that's like kind of special, like they get this number right here from my iPhone. Plus
Yes,
like FaceTime. Okay.
They need to bring back beepers and pay phones, man. Like the Like, fuck that. I'm gonna call you from a undisclosed. You can't trace this shit.
No, because my back phone, I stationed it for like somewhere in China. So it's like I'm not even in this country.
Oh, okay, damn.
Yeah, I had one of my friends set it up. Like he set it up, the VPN and everything. So they try and look for me, they can't.
Damn, okay.
Okay. You might have to hook me up with that one.
I plead the fifth. I'm the child of the Lord. I plead the fifth.
No, you already during that whole religious segment, you expose yourself.
I'm innocent. I plead the fifth.
Well, I don't know. The only reason why I just give them like the other number, right? Because like I said, like I like the FaceTime feature, and how I determine which type of woman has class. If you have an iPhone, you definitely have some class. If you do not have an iPhone, which ironically I have both iPhone and Android, right? And that speaks kind of like loud volumes about yourself. Only one person, right, did not have like an iPhone that I'm kind of cool with or whatever. She has an Android, whatever. I'm not going to judge because I have an Android phone too. I'm a hybrid. But a lot of girls that has like the iPhones, they work in like in HR departments. They work as social workers. They work at other different like high caliber type of fields. So
chicks in a prison be having like iPhones.
iPhone 4 or 5.
Ones like be in a halfway house. They be having iPhones.
iPhone 5, 6. That's the one they got.
Nah, you can't be no like lower tier chick with an iPhone, man. You got.
I'm trying to tell you, man. They be get like mass where you buy like so many phones and stuff. I'm telling you, man. I be seeing some low budget chicks with some iPhones, man.
Yes, but
I'm telling you, like a classy chick that got some bread. She's gonna be on an Android.
You must have an
Android. Trying to sell that I got an Android.
Oh damn! You said.
I'm out here lying like a motherfucker.
All right, M3, you go do you. Go handle your business.
Yeah.
With Margarita, Senorita. I plead the fifth. I'm just a victim of circumstance of love. So, as I'm going to put it out there, I'm the innocent one.
Yeah, my I can kind of try to figure out get a date to
Stan gonna be out here like Marcus Jordan. Do you know who I am, damn it? You know who my father is?
I'm Michael Jordan's son. Yeah, I don't want you to be like, part there's some train tracks in Oakland now. There's a lot of them in downtown Oakland. So
what's that called? The East Run?
I don't mess with hood white girls. I'd like to be the first one. She got a piece of chocolate. I don't mess with none of the hood ones.
They're all sweet until you get laced. So I'm just saying right now.
Yeah,
man,
that's the ones I don't deal with. You're a white woman that only date with black men. You can't date me.
Yeah, y'all better get y'all Androids out playing.
Oh yeah, my side phones are Android. So yeah.
Right, man. As far as like where you at, you shouldn't be having no Android, man. I expect greater from you, bro.
Like once again, I said they're not my favorites. They get the Android numbers, and that's where they stay. If you're my favorite, you have the main phone. You're not my favorite. I don't know you. You're gonna take some time, and that's it. The only thing I can give you, like to the women, the only thing I offer you is dick. That's all I can offer you. I'm a single dad. That's the only thing I can give you is dick. I can't give you no PTO time. I can't give you nothing. The only thing I can give you is dick.
Now, Stan, you gotta give them like an emotional connection. They need that too.
Emotional connection with dick. That's the one thing you can get.
All right, we'll go ahead. We'll close it out. We know you gotta get up out of here, M3. So.
She says 9:30. Okay, cool. I got more time, but yeah. All right. But yeah, man, we're gonna definitely wrap this up regardless, though.
Yeah, that smile said a lot. He's like, I could talk to the other two before I go talk to this one.
They're gonna be watching the podcast like that. Other one be like, oh, okay, so that's how he feels. So he's the juggler now.
Ladies, you better step it up. Step it up. You see this? High demand. Don't be like that other woman be crying like, oh, you got it's competition. You gotta get in here. Gotta get in here. Gotta get in here, okay? Don't complain. Get in here.
Damn. Well, yeah, that's true, y'all. But now, yeah, we're gonna definitely log out. Stan, I'll probably hit you up before I talk to my lady friend anyway. And,
Okay.
yeah.
SJ won the draft for your book with D, so
y'all crazy.
No, for
Get
real. Write it out, man. For real. You guys got something going on. That's good.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
That book gonna be like, you're gonna make him like a multi-millionaire with that book though, because you know. Yeah. But nah, man. But anyway,
reading no books no more.
Are you kidding me? Books are still big. Book talk, real quick. It helped shape up Barnes and Noble. So a lot of times when you see stuff on Book Talk, it gets into the bookstores. So people are buying books.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff you can't do on like your phone or tablet that you can do with a book, like write notes. It's just it's like easier. People like it.
Yeah, just like get like the ebook, right, and make it the Audible version, right? For because you know people are lazy anyways, right? So at least like they'll download it and then like listen to it. And then if you want to look into it, yeah. And you know, you can feel free to have me as the narrator. You know, I can put my Morgan Freeman voice on it.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? For a fee, of course, but yeah. But I mess with you guys, man. But anyway, so man, thank you guys for tuning in, everyone. And we are definitely out.
All right, peace.
All right, let me turn this music off real quick. All right, later, y'all.
Knowledge and relationships.